Welcome to Diva On A Mission podcast, where we spread snippets of joy to uplift, inspire, and motivate you. I'm your host, Eva the Diva, and I bring you everyday stories and turn them into extraordinary experiences. In front of you, I have the amazing Liliane, and I want her to introduce herself.
Hi, I'm excited to be here with you, and my name is Liliane Makole, and I'm looking forward to this interview.
Yes. Thank you so much for honoring us with your time, and I'm excited to get to know you. Tell me about Liliane, like what motivates you? What brought you this far?
Okay, Liliane is a joyful person. I'm a super positive and always generally happy. I'm always happy, and for some reason, I tend to see the positive side on most of the things that happen to me. I consider myself as somebody who brings wonder, joy, and creativity to people's lives.
Yeah.
You have to know that French is my mother tongue. So at some point, if I speak French,
It's okay.
Just remind me, hey Liliane, we are speaking English here. And that's how I have a big passion of gathering people, and this is also has been natural through all the story of my life, where I've been through and how all this happened. So I left Cameroon like 15 years ago. I ventured to different countries. In the past decade, I live in 5 different countries.
Wow.
Cyprus, Cameroon, of course, France, USA, Morocco, and now Kenya. And I consider Kenya as my new home.
Welcome.
Thank you. I love it so much. I love when people talk to me in Swahili, and I don't get a word of it. I don't understand, but I feel like I'm really at home.
Mm-hmm.
And towards all these different journeys, different countries that I've been to, every single time I discover a new layer of myself. In France, I was working as an IT project manager,
Mm-hmm.
and then we moved into the state. I help create a children's museum. I help sustain and I help with the children's museum.
Mm-hmm.
I taught English as a second language.
Oh, wow.
I co-founded a worker-owned cooperative in the state, and so going to Morocco, I worked in the real estate industry,
Mm-hmm.
and now in Kenya. Yet I tap in a different version of myself that I didn't even know about.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in Kenya now I embrace the fact that I love bringing people together, and I accept that and I manifest that, or even say I am. It's represented in the way I do my things now. Like I host cultural events.
Yes.
I host art exhibition events. I even do like TEDx conferences. So all this, you can say that there's the straight, the common is just again bringing people together.
The common thread.
The common thread through it. I was looking for the word thread indeed.
Yeah.
It's bringing people together.
Uh-huh.
And I'm excited that you reach out, or we reach out to you. I don't know even how that happened. So we can just go deep in my life.
Yeah, because I found your event on Instagram and I liked it. And then I started going through the different events you've had, and then Ivy reached out to me and she was like, I was like, this, I would love to interview you guys about this. And now that's how this all came to be, and I'm excited. So now, when you started off, say for example, when you were in uni, is there anything that you thought your life was going to be like and that has come to pass, or is it completely different from what you envisioned your life being?
It's indeed completely different. As I told you, every country I've been to, I discovered a new me. In uni, I thought I will work in accounting.
Oh wow!
So I was like, I love numbers at that time.
Yes.
Now I don't like numbers at all. Like I use calculator for everything. And but now I really believe in the power of exposure. The more you expose yourself to different environment or different people,
Yes.
the more creativity or the more let's say the more creativity you come out of you. If you are not lucky enough to go to different places, different countries, it's also about what you decide to listen to, what you decide to watch, or who you decide to surround yourself with. And so that's what shaped who I am today, like different places and different people meeting. I'm sure after meeting with you,
Yes.
I will come up with something. And I'm very intentional when I meet somebody. I try to get to know them and try to get to understand where they come from. So every single time I interact with somebody, I come up with something because I take time to listen.
Yeah.
And not just talk. But now I might be talking too much because she's asking me questions.
Yeah.
But yes, that's the deal.
I appreciate that. So we talked about the things you listen to and that you watch. What inspires you? Like what kind of books, what kind of movies, documentaries, what things inspire you?
In terms of movies, I remember when I was younger, I loved horror movies. And I just like the feeling and the thriller, the suspense.
Yes.
It was giving me. But with time, I understood that these feelings are not good for me, for my soul, because it's like it creates this. You have the feeling that that monster, let's say it's a monster,
yes.
like it's actually chasing you, and this is bringing something in you that it's not healthy. Anxiety, and it's actually the brain does not see the difference between the reality and just looking at the movie. So I was like, I don't think this is how I want to be feeling, like the anxiety, or even if it's just for 1 hour. This 1 hour for the brain is real.
Yes.
So now I venture to, of course, a lot of personal development. And a lot of self-help book, and a more documentary. And if I look at a movie, I try to, I gear more to comedy or like biographies and and maybe comedy, family oriented. And so those are the things, like self-help book and a lot of biography books as well. That help to see what people been through, like. And you just copy what they did, or try to copy according to your experience. And the good thing about the books is somebody has put in the book all his life or her life experience.
Yes.
And using that book, you are saving time.
Yes.
But if you don't have time to read, then it's a shame.
Have you tried audiobooks?
I've tried audiobook. I do. It helps a lot because I can listen to an audiobook and cook at the same time and do other things at the same time.
Yes.
The issue with audiobooks is I feel like I'm not 100% focused because I'm doing other things. Or like having a book, paper book.
Yes.
I can stop, look for the word in the dictionary if it's whatever language I'm reading to, English or French, and take notes. For audiobook, since I'm doing other things at the same time, I can't take notes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and it's a different way, and I feel like that's the other thing I value. I feel like media should come in as many different forms as possible, so as many people as possible can access it. So you mentioned family. Tell us about your family life a bit, without getting too much into it, because so we can understand Liliane. Yes.
So I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I have 3 beautiful ladies. And a wonderful husband. I hope he's listening.
We'll make sure he watches.
And so we are just a normal, let's say normal family, and we are trying to do our best to give the best education to the girls, and also exposing them to different things we were not lucky enough to have. Like they do a lot of sport, a lot of activities. Sometimes they complain that they are too busy, but like, okay, let's find balance and make you enjoy your youth, play for fun, and also learn at the same occasion by meeting different people or doing different type of activity.
Yes.
That we create that will spark these new neurons that we want to have, the fresh new neurons when you do new things. When you when you work on new things, or when you put yourself in a new adventure, like let's say playing piano or running a marathon, that's something that you haven't done. It's so good for your brain because it just creates those new neurons.
Yes.
And those neurons are like teenagers. They are full of strength, full of creativity. So good for you. So it's like I'm trying to build that for my girls at this age so that they can just expose themselves to different things, and it's as good for kids and for adults as well. So
Yes.
try to do new things like it doesn't have to be learning a new instrument or running a marathon. It can just be like using a different path, a different road to come home, or
Yes.
yeah, or sleeping a different side of the bed. Just little new things so that we are not on autopilot.
Okay. When you first mentioned them, your girls, you call them ladies.
Yes.
Is there an intentional like objective with referring them to them as ladies versus girls? Is there a way you're trying to mold them differently than traditional parenting?
Oh, I mean, we were raised in the traditional parenting, and we think we came out not bad, huh?
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we can't use that on our kids because now everything has changed, environment, the technology, things they are exposed to again.
Yes.
And by ladies, I just want them to feel like we are not equal, but we can have discussion. They can express themselves and tell me what they think about the situation. Like I ask them their opinion.
Yes.
Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? For vacation? Things that when I grow up, there's no way my mom will ask me, what do you think? What do you think? No. So we are trying to adjust and to adapt to the new environment we are living in. And just trying. And something we have to remember is not to be too hard on ourselves as parents, because I've never been a parent of a 10-year-old before.
Yes.
Never. And there are no book. There is no like, what's this expression? One fit all size. What's the expression?
Yes. Yeah. It's not a one size fits all.
One size fits all.
Yes.
It's not a one size fits all.
Yes.
When you say, okay, this is how you treat your 10-year-old and or your 8-year-old, like this is how everybody should do it, because we are all different. We have different reality and different perception. Yeah. So.
And before I forget, Happy Mother's Day.
Oh yeah.
Coming up, and hopefully, I think this episode should be up by Mother's Day. So hopefully, even mothers out there can, get something that can inspire them or motivate them. Now, when you're like moving, like how do you feel that experience has affected your family? Like, are there new considerations you make when you're moving from country to country, picking out where to live? Do those things, like what things do you consider when you're making those moves?
Okay. We started moving, we were just the two of us.
Oh wow, okay.
And so the implication was just of the two of us, and it was nice. But the move, when the kids are young, they don't feel it that much. Let's say now they are like in the age where if you decide to move from Kenya, they will feel it, and they might be affected, I don't know, in a certain way, maybe positively or negatively.
Yes.
When we lived from Morocco to here, they were 5, 6. Yeah. I mean, they were just excited to go to a different country.
Yes.
So no implication, no drama, let's say, in that area.
Yeah.
And now what we take in consideration while moving is the schooling. It's very important. How's the place? Do the place have a nice schools? And of course, you know how many nice schools we have in Nairobi, in Kenya. You guys are blessed with these amazing schools. And we also want the girls to speak good English, because as I told you, French is my mother tongue, my husband too. I struggle, and he struggled a lot to speak English, like so much.
But you sound, to me, you sound like you picked up English and you're okay, and it's not a struggle.
It's hard. It was so hard. It was so hard. And when I left Cameroon 15 years ago, my English was 0. And as I went to Cyprus, I was like, I struggled with. I was studying there, but it was okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went to France. I went back to French, very comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But when we moved to the States,
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were speaking Japanese. I thought it was not English.
Mm-hmm.
And I went there very confident, like, I was in Cyprus, I can speak English.
Mm-hmm.
In the States, it was in Baltimore, it was so like, it
wow.
was a foreign language
Mm-hmm.
for a couple of months. And
yeah.
So yeah, we don't want the girls to go through this experience. We want them to be comfortable with English, like a really very advanced English.
Mm-hmm.
But also we know the advantage to speak a second language. And we
Yes.
do speak French to them at home,
Mm-hmm.
and also having even tutors for them to level up the
English.
The English.
Yes.
So again, school is important. The language English is important. That's why we decided to stay in Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean the surroundings, like we were like, how is the life like in Kenya?
Okay.
Yeah, you know how, I mean, how peaceful
Mm-hmm.
is life here. The services are there.
Mm-hmm.
The infrastructure, you have roads everywhere.
Yeah.
And everybody talks about the weather.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's not so bad compared to Cameroon.
it's not so bad, yeah.
Yeah. Now, like, I'm assuming moving countries, you lose touch with friends you make. So how do you create a village wherever you go? How do you keep community wherever you go?
How do I keep community wherever I go, or when I leave from that place?
Yes, like when now we go to a new place, how do you start again?
Oh,
Yes.
I'm a social bird. So
Yeah, so it's not a struggle for
it's
you.
not a struggle for me. I make friends easily because again, I try to connect to the person,
Mm-hmm.
and I also use empathy to be really close to the person.
Yes.
So we have no issue with bringing new people, because the thing is, like, there are different ways to connect with people. You can connect by inviting them, or I like hosting, so I can have people coming and hosting and going out and really being intentional, like when you go out and having interesting conversation and trying to see what's the common interest, and you just build on that.
Mm-hmm.
So I have no trouble building a new community, especially because events, again, when you do events, it's just easy to bring more people together and pick among those people
Mm-hmm.
who will be your small circles.
Yeah.
But now I'm a bit, since I'm a social bird, I can make friends easily. I'm a bit, I try to be, again, I will use the word intentionally a lot.
Yes.
Because I try to gather around me the right kind of people. Because the people you surround yourself with are kind of you. They are the ones who can put you up or down, whatever.
Which is very true.
Yes.
Yes.
So, and I really, I also, like, I do like an assessment when I call that assessment, or sometimes I call that an interview.
Yes.
It's an internal interview. So I meet a new person, we chat, we talk, and then at the end of the conversation, or when I go home, I assess how that person made me feel. Yes.
The energy.
The energy.
Yes.
It's really about energy. Like, I felt dread. I felt tired. No, maybe we can. I like her, but let me unlock him. Let me reduce our encounters.
Yes.
And I like her really much. Let's organize more whatever outings.
Yes.
So yeah, I'll observe that as well.
Okay. So I think that's a perfect place to end our first session.
All right.
I hope the Diva On A Mission listeners have gotten a sense of who you are, just a little, get to know you session with you before we move into our next session, talking about your culinary and cultural events, which I think are it's like a special child, yes?
Yes.
So stay tuned for the next episode with Liliane as we get to know her more when she talks about her passions and the things that she's really working on here in Nairobi.
Yes.
Yes?
Thank you.
Okay.